As the Annex in gold, the Burrards in blue with the red and white trim. Teams are at center and set to go. Sticks are down. Ball is down. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse as Mac Daly and Travis Irving face it off. Ball comes free for Ryan Keenan, who is into the Burrard lineup here tonight wearing number 15 for Maple Ridge. Westberg back in there for Coquitlam. He wears 55. As Gillespie will join him on this near side. He's wearing Travis Cornwell's old number 20, who's now wearing number 20 in Maple Ridge. Stay with me. Here's Dean Farrell, who's into the lineup. Delmonico, who leads the Adnax in scoring with a bounce shot off the shoulder of Chiliano and out of play. Fresh 30 here for Coquitlam. As I continue to get settled in here to this one. A little late arriving to the arena, a little scrambly coming in, so my apologies. Had a little situation. Nothing serious. As Berg will load up and fire right on. Chiliano well out to cut down the angle. And makes the stop off the Iceman. Here's Owen Barker. Fresh off of his rookie campaign in the National Lacrosse League with the Vancouver Warriors. Now off a screen, Marty Dinsdale, the Saskatchewan Rush product in the lineup here tonight wearing 16. As he took last year off of the Burrards, did Dinsdale. Back here's Mallory, off to his best start in his senior career with 16 points, I mentioned, in 2 games. Cutting through was Dinsdale, open, didn't get the pass. Del Bianco in good position to make the stop. Send me a text, send me a tweet, let me know how things are sounding here. I want to make sure your audio quality is up to snuff. If you got the digits, use those. Otherwise, get at me at PXP for Sports. As on comes the Adnac offense again here. Crackman working with Farrell. Dangling down low, being worked on by good defense there from Kirkovich. Delmonico, he'll step around a screen and around another. Can't load up the shot. He'll shovel to Kajula with a late bid. And Chiliano soaks that one and handles the rebound as well as we're nicely underway here. 2 minutes in. Shots 2-2. Scoreless from the Palace here on a Saturday night. And fun fact just trickling in here. Giulio Del Bianco backing up younger brother Christian as the Del Bianco brothers suit up on the same team here for, I believe, what might be the very first time ever. Definitely in Senior A lacrosse for the Del Bianco brothers. And they just both happen to be goaltenders as well. But big brother backing up little brother here tonight as Mike Mallory across to Keene, a little slip on the concrete, checks his footing, and he'll head off here. Here comes Connor Abrams. He'll drop off to Gillis. It's 22 to go on the shot clock now for Luke Gillespie. Quick move to the inside. Another. Here's Gillespie. Passed up a shooting opportunity. Gave it off to Burr. Farrell will give it right back to Gillespie here with 10 on the shot clock. He'll feed inside. Farrell on the corkscrew, and Chiliano there to handle that angle is Pat O'Meara, playing his second game for the Burrards this season. In he comes the lanky left-hander with a shot. Kick stop there from Del Bianco. And if the Adnax want a chance here tonight, the Phenom is going to have to be good, as Robinson got away with a handball, but Chittner has the loose pill anyway. As I'm told, Ryan Keenan should play about 12 games for Maple Ridge this season, along with Jeff Shatler over on that left side. Don't expect that many from Ben McIntosh. As here comes a nice chance for Dinsdale, and that one's in the goal. Marty Dinsdale on the cut will open the scoring here for the Burrards. So we'll try and get it to you one more time here on the replay. Also, don't forget to remind me if I happen to let a replay play a little long this evening. I'm 1 for 1 so far. Question is, how am I sounding? Nobody has texted me yet. I should probably check Twitter. Nothing yet. So nobody's complaining. I'm going to assume that's a good thing. Across the 4-minute mark here of period 1. In comes Mallory. Posts up. Feeds the trailer, Chase McIntyre, who played his junior lacrosse here in Coquitlam. Out of the Vancouver Minor Lacrosse Association, I believe. There's only enough. Those are really few and far between. Probably biggest catchment area, and just don't produce a lot of lacrosse players out of the city of Vancouver. Symes on the flip to nobody in particular. Delmonico will run it down with 10 on the shot clock. Farrell, skip feed. There's a, oh my goodness. Chiliano in desperation. I think it's worth another look. As Dixon will try his luck. Let's see if we can get the save here from Chiliano, because I think it was that spectacular. Watch Chiliano going the wrong way, reaching back with the glove hand. And I know this is going back here a little bit far, but it's worth another look, and I'm not sure our cameraman got it anyways. My apologies. Back under live action with 8 on the shot clock. It was a good save, I can tell you that. As Mallory will take it high, loads up a riser. That goes off an Adnak body, just stays in play. As Goodman collects off the corner boards and finds Badur out near center. They'll find Gillespie. Shot 7-5 Coquitlam. They trail 1-0. As Gillespie holding. Feeds inside, a diving effort there, and that's in. I believe that was Crackman that snuck it home. Off a nice pick and roll effort. There's nothing too fancy about this one. Crackman just sets a little up pick and then a roll to the goal. Does well to catch and finish. 1-1. So 14:04 here to go first period. 1-1. As Crackman ties things up here for the ace. There's Berg out of the far corner. He'll work to the point. Give it off Carter Dixon. Dixon shovels, turning. Gillespie was hit, then slipped. O'Meara right on him. Step back shot, hit the post. And Karam's right to Delmonico into his pocket with a fresh 30 seconds to work with. Delling to Dixon. Driving, shooting, look 5-hole. Chiliano got the stick on that one and directed it out of play. Another fresh clock here for the Adnecks in what may be a little winded Burrard defense here, although we are early in the contest. Delmonico with Tebbett, watching him. Tebbett was ejected from the last game. Picked up on the run here for Barker, joined by O'Meara. Owen Barker, and he fired it high and wide as it comes all the way down the floor. Then Gillespie took his eye off it, won't cost him. As he'll settle it. His brother Jesse, I don't believe, dressed here tonight for Coquitlam. And the Gillespie boys picked up, and I believe both the Cornwall and Dinsdale deals. One for one, one for the other, I believe. Involved somehow. Delmonico with 5 on the shot clock, feeds to Luke. He'll fake, he'll turn, he'll reach, and he stepped in the crease. Coquitlam off to a decent start here against the 2-0 Burrards. Out shooting them, doubling up 10-5. As on comes Ryan Keenan. He'll turn in the corner and still getting to learn this Burrard offense. Threw it to nobody. Chiliano out of the goal here, still time to work with on the shot clock. Chase McIntyre back in. He'll give it off to Chetner. Here's Keenan hard to the goal, not open. A pirouette, Riley Lowen looked high, and Del Bianco stayed right with him. As Lowen went down hard. They'll take it in behind the goal here. As Dinsdale over the top. Del Bianco not sure about it, made the stop. And ball bounces back to him in his crease as he outlets here to center. High pass there, but Gillis did well enough. And he'll settle here for the Adnecks. On comes Dixon, right back to Gillis. Wasn't ready for the pass. A little sloppy here in the middle stages of period one. Farrell, a pass low. Dixon avoids the crease narrowly. He'll give it to Farrell with room to load. Steps around one man. Fires high. Didn't miss by much. Berg picks it up. Bounce shot right on. Chiliano the save. Tried to force it in front to Gillis, and it's picked off. Quick outlet up the floor. Kirkovich coming in. Got a man off the bench. It's McDowell. Scores. Mitch McDowell streaking. Puts the Burrards back in front 2-1. I think he found the 5-hole on Del Bianco. Let's watch the replay together. Quick transition. Started with Kirkovich accepting a feed. And then McDowell with the step. Low. In it goes. Burrards back in front 2-1. The Premier Lacrosse League kicking off today. And for you lacrosse fans out there, check your local listings. Sportsnet tomorrow, I want to say around 10:30 Pacific time. Channel 54 on Shaw. You get some Premier Lacrosse League happening on Sportsnet. Check that out for the first time. Here's Delmonico. Kajula ran through the crease first to touch. And just rolls it to the Burrard goaltender. You're allowed to do that. If you roll it to a player, that's okay. You roll it away from a player, not so much. Speaking of TV, we thank you for joining here on WLA-TV. Don't forget to check out the website as well at WLALacrosse.com. We have 10:35 here to go in this first period. Shots 11-8, score 2-1 Burrards. Long feed short as Dinsdale on the pickoff. Those players that elects to use the Warrior Warp. Going with the black head, white mesh setup for Marty's weapon of choice. I want to see the white head, black mesh. I haven't seen that yet. I've seen the white on white. I've seen the black on black. I've seen the black on white. But I haven't seen the white on black yet. Make it happen, Warrior. 17 on the shot clock. Here for number 17, Dixon, on a Port Moody bounce pass there to Wes Berg. He'll scoop it up and give it to Dean Farrell. 8 on the shot clock, right back to Berg. Over the top he comes with some smoke. And Chiliano just got enough as Brett Craig. Almost with a Port Moody bounce pass of his own, but we will allow that one as Kirkovich just got his stick underneath it in time. Mallory, swim move. Steered low by Padur. Looking back on the flip to Dinsdale. He'll look into the middle, play it across. Here's a shot from Lowen, kicked aside by Del Bianco. Fresh 30 here for Maple Ridge. Mallory loads up, looks short side, hit the pipe. Accurate shot here is a hustling Mac Daly after a loose ball, and Chiliano just casually reaches out with that big goal stick, but then a little too casual as he threw it out of play. So after all that, the hustle from Mac Daly actually pays off. Hustle always pays off, boys and girls. And Mac Daly, always one to give his best effort. Kajula, Delmonico, up top Berg, good stick in the lane there from O'Meara as he comes down with the chop, picked up by Delmonico, 10 on the shot clock now. Delmonico looks for the swing pass back, gets a big body in the corner by Sari, finds a man in the middle, Kajula floats it wide. And Travis Irving will collect off the end window with a bounce pass ahead here to O'Meara as we have 8:35 to go here in this opening period. Mallory back on with the cradle. The right-hander gives it to the lefty Lowen. Now Keenan off the half wall, jukes into the middle, looks for the pick and roll. Here's Lowen, and just put it wide on the setup. A little float pass there from Keenan and Lowen, who will have some chemistry back from their early days in Saskatchewan, I believe. Actually, maybe not, because I think Lowen was actually the man to make way out of the Rush roster when Keenan was drafted number 1 overall. So I'm not sure those two actually ever played together. Played on the same team, but not together. Penalty. Ryan Ishikawa. As Keenan thrown right into the fire here. Will play the point on the man advantage. Shatner. Mallory out there as well. Here's Dinsdale looking. Mallory will slide to the crease. Dinsdale look for the shot. Keenan will have some chemistry with Dinsdale, no doubt. There's Ryan Keenan. Faking, taking, and stopping was Del Bianco. As Daly comes up with a loose ball. Nice move out of his own zone. He's double teamed. Looks for a man open. Hard feed there for Symes. And it was always going to be a tough catch as Craig was right on him. Minute and 20 here to go. In the man advantage for Maple Ridge, leading 2-1. As back out comes Lowen and Shetner. Dinsdale and Mallory along with Ryan Keenan. At the point, Keenan over the shoulder. Quick feed. Mallory! And stopped by Del Bianco. And those are the kind of saves that you can expect here for Adnac fans. Those are goals on most goaltenders. But there, Del Bianco makes the save, controls the rebound, and gets his defense reset. Mallory again, down to the crease. Dinsdale looking. Double clutched on the pass, and it ends up down the floor. A hustling Chiliano with 15 on the shot clock now for Keenan as he crosses center. Shots now 12 apiece here. Lowen stepping in. Keenan gives it right back. Sets a pick. Here's Lowen around it. Feeds off Dinsdale. Bounce shot. Oh, had eyes. And that one just missed on the far pipe by about 2 inches and goes out of play. Excellent bounce shot. That was the look there for Marty, but just missed the target. And that's back over. And they didn't call it. Blew the whistle, passed it back across the restraining line. And none of the 3 officials called it. Doesn't matter anyway, as Coquitlam turns it over promptly right after doing that. Speaking of officials, Tim Carlton, Terry Mosdell, and one Cameron Como are your 3-man officiating crew here tonight for the WLA game in Coquitlam. Keenan stepping in, fires right on. Del Bianco takes that one on the breakout. Here come the Adnacs running well. Alex Bowl will slow up. Looking to pass off here. And now thinking about taking it in behind the goal. He'll go for a run with the former junior belly. Delmonico in a nice little shift away from pressure. Looks inside. Here's Delmonico on the sidearm rip. Chiliano fights that one off into the corner. And it's picked up by the Burrards. And Dylan Chan, the former junior Adnac, wearing 24 in Burrard blue here in his hometown. Lowen on the spin move inside. Bounce shot. Another leg stop there for Del Bianco. 5:30 exactly here to go first period. McIntyre. Lowen sliding down into the corner. Looks for a cutting Dinsdale, and he put it off the glove of Del Bianco, who just got enough of that one. And Adnacs wisely will slow this possession down. If nothing else, use a 30 here and get your defense some rest. Gillespie stepping in just outside the dotted circle, working with Farrell on the 2-man game week side. He'll give it to Dean. Now it's Symes on the quick swing to Berg. Off the wall he'll come. Irving watching him. There's the switch from Tebbett. Into the corner now, Kajula. He'll look high. Fakes a pass. Kajula looks down into the corner now and floated a pass there for Berg, but a little indecision there. Resulted in a shot clock violation. Low scoring first period here, 2-1. As in slides the league's leading scorer, Mike Mallory. I think he is anyway. Should be with 16 points in 2 games. Keenan on a swim move, trying to work in. Does. Del Bianco stopped up. I mentioned I was late to the game tonight. Shouldn't just be throwing stats out there like that. Let me double check. There's a turnover there on Coquitlam. Chase McIntyre. 15 on the clock for 16, Dinsdale. He'll move it. Keenan sliding, shoveling. Here's Chetner passing. Dinsdale into the middle. Can't shoot it. Good up pick there from McDowell. Gets the return. And that shot never did make it through on target. As an Adnac defender jumped in the way. Actually, I was wrong. There you go. Mitch Jones, 17 points, leading the WA. Farrell right on and right into the belly pad of Chiliano, who will make that stop in his sleep. Jordan McBride right up there as well with 16 points. Mike Mallory leading the league in goals with 10. I don't know why he's not listed in the top point getters. They list Church and McBride and Church at 15 apiece. Oh, he's there. I just can't read. Look out. Head level shot there from Mallory. Here's Lowen with a late bid. That one's wide as well. Maybe one more chance? No, up into the netting it goes. With 3 minutes to play. Rejoice, lacrosse fans. The WLA website and point streak are back up and running. There's Kiana and Ashley recording stats to my right here tonight. Gillespie double teamed along the wall. Late in the shot clock finds Berg. Quick move, Berg. Backhand, a floater, gets one on target, and I think Crackman's going to come up with a loose ball here. Never know, kids. Get it on target, good things can happen. Here's Delmonico. Berg will work into the middle. Farrell lost the handle. Here's the captain, Codron. Got a man up ahead. Give it to Barker. Trailers coming. Codron, look. Here's O'Meara down the pipe. And Del Bianco somehow kept that one out. Spectacular save there from 35. Gillespie back in here for Coquitlam. Weaving his way down to the crease. A reaching shot. Never going to reach around the big goaltender that far. As here's Nate Hanare. He's got a 2-on-2. And thinks better of that. Will flip back off and head for the bench. For the former Junior Thunder. Jetner. Junior on that. Right in. And hit from behind, but stepped in the crease. As Del Bianco gives his former junior teammate a little chop on the wrist with the Woody. A friendly one, of course, from Del Bianco. Gillespie, a lot of playing time here in period one. Dixon. Got Berg across the way. He'll take the pass. Good up pick there from Delmonico. Berg on the drive. Rebound chance for Dixon trying to shovel. And he was called in the crease. As Shiliano sharp once again. Who is 2-0, a 6.5 goals against, and a save percentage of .852 for the Big Cat. Dinsdale quick trigger, looking for the 2-for-1. And now stripped. Here comes McDowell in on a partial breakaway. Still Bianco knew where he was going before McDowell did. Impressive. And Maple Ridge can still get last shot here. Here's Gillespie. Now Farrell with 15 on the shot clock. Around the screen comes Matt Symes, the former Burrard, reaching out for a pass. Kirkovich right on him. Symes into a double. Down he goes hard. Still has the ball. Now he's tripped. Penalty call coming as does Coquitlam want a timeout here. With 9 seconds to go, Del Bianco. Well, if I'm the Adnex here, I'd probably put a man behind the goal and put 6-on-4 out here. It's not something you normally do, but at the end of a period, I think you bring out the 6th guy and put him behind the net to at least make the defense respect you. Here's Farrell shooting. And another easy stop for Shiliano as he takes it square on. Period number 1 comes to a close. Shots 20-15 Maple Ridge. Score 2-1. Burrards lead the Adnex. You got it right here on WLA TV. Play full screen for Saturday Night Lacrosse from Coquitlam. 10-minute break up on the board, and we'll be back with period number 2. Thanks for joining us. Stick around. Lacrosse fans, what's going on? Welcome back inside the Palace on Poirier here in Coquitlam. WLA TV, play full screen. Jake Kelly with you. Your score after 20 minutes of play, 2-1 Maple Ridge, leading the Adnex, outshooting them 20-15. As the two teams are set to go for period two, blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse as Mac Daly pulls the faceoff free. Jousting there with Travis Irving as they'll both head for the bench as the Adnacks will head for the man advantage here with Brett Craig still with $1:40 to go in his minor penalty. Berg, the setup man. Delmonico, Farrell on the shooters. Gillespie and Symes down on the crease. Here's Berg. Gillespie looking inside. Nobody open yet. Berg, quick pass. Delmonico off a Burrards stick and out. No, they're going to say straight out of play. O'Meara protecting. Don't forget, 30-second clock runs while shorthanded now in the WLN. And O'Meara will give it to Lowen. He gives it to Keenan. 5 on the shot clock ran. Keenan inside. Lowen put it high as he had Del Bianco going down. Put it over top of the goal. Fans, don't forget, get at me via Twitter as my buddy Mikey DiGirolamo did. That's the best I can say your name, Mike. I've been working on it for like 3 years. Thanks for the tweet. Keep them coming at PXP, the number 4 sports. PXP for sports is where you can find me. 30 seconds to go in the minor penalty. Jean-Luc Chitner with 13 to go in the shot clock. Speaking of shot clocks, we got the new shot clock cam here in Coquitlam. Got it in New West now. Got it in Coquitlam now. Looking good. I like it, and I hope you do too. Abrams just couldn't quite catch up to a loose ball. But it will be Coquitlam possession, and they have to be wary of Craig coming out of the penalty box now. See if they decide to wait or to go quickly here. And behind the goal, Symes will take it at the righty shooter up top. Berg. Here comes Craig. Look down to the crease. Almost threw it away. Ball bouncing around in feet. It's picked up by Maple Ridge's Patrick O'Meara. Being run down from behind by Delmonico, so O'Meara will peel in the corner. O'Meara winning a President's Cup last year with the St. Albert Miners. Back into the WLA. Missed the days of him and Big David Joyce, the Twin Towers, running at Cam Neely. Here comes Berg. Speaking of running, he's got a dead sprint going. He'll fire on the run. And Chiliano makes the stop. Look out. Chiliano comes way out of the goal, but does make the play to Tebbett. 2.5 minutes gone here in this second period. It's Jake Elliott with you. Thanks for hanging out on a Saturday night. Mike Mallory, that hit a body and stung somebody right in the back. I think it got Keenan. It was a long feed up to Rittinger who couldn't corral. Stays with it. Tripped up. That's got to be a penalty as Hanari got away with one there. Brett Craig into the middle. Little dish off to McIntyre. Quick pass, McDowell. Now Lowen off the wall with it into the middle. Got a step, got a shot, put it wide. McDowell had it, drags it with his foot. That allows Lowen to pick it up as he takes a couple of chops. Lowen, post up, step back, fake the shot. Now take it. Kick, stop, and a beauty from Del Bianco. And Mallory says, let's slow it down. We got the Adnacks on the ropes here, but just leading 2-1. They want a quality possession here with a fresh 30. Feet inside. Here's McIntyre. Corkscrew, shot, shoots, and scores, and that's why you settle it down. You pull that ball out. Settle your offense, space the floor. And Chase McIntyre with a tired Adnack defense gets the step on Goodman. And then beats Del Bianco. 3-1. It's good lacrosse. Whistle off the face-off. It's a Adnack violation. In comes Keenan. One-on-one, a swim move. Almost had the stick pinwheeled out of his hand. Lost the ball. I don't see Keenan get stripped like that very often. Quick possession there as he take a couple of games to get comfortable with this Burrard offense. No question. No Dixon in the lineup as well tonight. Shot, Delmonico around a screen. Stopped by Chiliano. Here's Hanari on the break. He's not open. So play off the short one to DJ Sari, and now Mike Tebbett. Across the 4-minute mark, 15:45. Here to go, second period. Back on Riley Lowen. Led himself a fantastic game, too, in the NLL final. Helping his Roughnecks to victory. Here's Chetner. Corkscrewed that one just wide as he had Del Bianco moving. 3 on the shot clock. And next will deny a shot on goal as Del Bianco finds Daly out at center. Those two won a Minto Cup together in 2016. The Langley Event Center as they beat the Orangeville Northmen in Game 5 in overtime. Wesley Berg. I got Del Bianco on my mind. Del Bianco almost scoring in that game to win the Minto at the end of regulation. That might have been the craziest thing I ever seen in sports had that goal gone in. Never mind lacrosse. That would have ranked right up there with the greatest moments in sports history in my books. Should have. The goaltender had scored at the end of regulation on a buzzer beater in a deciding Game 5 to win a national championship. That would have been bonkers. Inches away. Dinsdale. That was more than inches away, as that one was well over the crossbar and then dangerously close to a delay of game. Here comes Delmonico. Gajula. Farrell, quick feed, Dilly. He won't shoot. Tried to feed it across to Gillespie, and it's intercepted. Kirkovich with a good stick, and now a battle for the loose ball. Crackman, he'll get it chopped away from him. And then shivered off there by Tebbett, showing his strength. Then comes Tebbett to Reed, hits the trailer. O'Meara, who dropped the ball. Oh, that had all the makings of a pretty one, and O'Meara dropped the trail feed from Reed. Dylan Chan in some trouble. And I think he got caught for trapping there. There's Berg back on. Here's Carter Dixon into the middle. Dixon, hard pass, Symes. Give it right back. Farrell over the top. Chiliano. Calm, cool, collected. Just not giving up much. Del Bianco's not either, but I'd say Chiliano has had the easier of the workload here tonight. Look at that stick there from Del Bianco. Gets the Woody up quickly, gets the carom off the end window, and the quick outlet to center. Not too many goalies can do that. Crackman. Here's Kajula, load in. Corkscrew shot, hit the post as he had Chiliano leaning the wrong way. Rob Williams lobbying for possession. Good effort, Sato. Not going to happen. 2 balls on the surface here. As that was clearly off the post and out. Good crowd on hand here tonight on Saturday night in Coquitlam. Lining up around the standing room railing for a good portion of the fans in that southwest corner. Dunk attempts. Gillespie put it over top of the goal. Well, I'm convinced that if the Adnecks can get back to their glory days of the late 90s, early 2000s, the fans will return here to Coquitlam to watch their senior Adnecks. And this guy right here will help lead the charge. Christian Del Bianco along with Wes Berg. If you ever get Challen Rogers back, you got the start of something special with those 3. Farrell. Berg, 8 on the shot clock. Hard pass. Here's Dixon right on. Chiliano the stop. Loose ball. Barker can't come up with it. A diving effort there from Dixon. One from Hanare as well. And they're going to give Maple Ridge possession here somehow, some way. I see the head coach of the Burnaby Lakers enter the building. Former head coach of the Adnex, one Peter Tellis. Shag is here tonight. Shaggy, my man. Speaking of celebrities, Perry Selkowski in the house here tonight to watch Christian Del Bianco, who could quite potentially become his son-in-law. I don't think he's quite ready to accept that yet, but it's heading down that road for Christian Del Bianco and his lovely lady, Perry's daughter. Name escapes me. 10.5 to go here in the second period. Back on is Luke Gillespie to Delmonico, and he rips one high right over the shoulder of Chiliano. I had a great angle for that. Bomb there from Delmonico. Chiliano just crouched a little tiny bit. But this one is bar down for Deli. Whammo. Nice one. 3-2. As we approach the halfway mark of this period in game. And just a one-goal contest. And Daly won the draw, lost his stick. Keenan after it, couldn't come out with it. As Gillis leads the charge ahead. Gillespie and Bowl picking up assists on the goal from Delmonico. Carter Dixon. I haven't got you the scratches here tonight, by the way. We'll do that here momentarily. Westberg, new 30, waiting for a pick. Symes will give him one. He'll roll to the goal. Berg holding on, feeds in front. Oh, had a nice cutting Dean Farrell there, but couldn't bring in the pass. Ball in behind the goal. Tyler Condren there to scoop it up. And just outlets ahead here to Parker. Let's get the scratches in here quickly for the Adnex. Out tonight, Anthony Hallberg, Adam Dixon, Jesse Gillespie, Andrew Gallant, and one Vincent Ricci. Riley Lowen, bad pass there from Mallory as he had his stick checked on the follow-through there. Here's Chetner, 8 on the shot clock. Oh, a hard pick there on Ishikawa as Lowen stepped into him, and Ishikawa went down in a heap. And slow to get up and kind of clutching his shoulder a little bit as that was a violent collision. And Ishikawa in some discomfort as Hanare brings in a loose ball. Look out from behind. Not going to catch Hanare from behind. He can burn. As Bull will set up shop on defense, Hanare will head for the bench. As on comes McIntyre, he'll get a pick from Mallory into the middle, feed off to Lowen. He'll look into this near corner with 15 on the shot clock for Keenan. Around a screen, fake the shot. Keenan moves off to Dinsdale. Tried to hit it back here to Lowen. It deflected off a stick. Del Bianco's got it. Out here for the Burrards tonight. Mentioned Curtis Dixon, no Travis Cornwell or the Painsbury. Daniel Amesbury is a scratch. Ethan Iannucci, who is actually the third leading scorer on this team, scratched here tonight. Along with Nick Stone. Dixon, Cornwell, Amesbury, Iannucci, and Stone, your scratches for Rob Williams tonight. Here's Gillespie. Driving, shooting, high. And shot clock expires. As Coquitlam will play some defense as on comes Jean-Luc Chetton, who was also part of that 2016 Minto Cup team. Here's Keenan right down the pipe. Oh, and he put it wide on Del Bianco. Had a great look as he found himself open down Main Street. Right down Austin Avenue, if you will, here in Coquitlam. Eastern fans going Austin Avenue. It's the Main Street here by the arena. Here's Keenan one more time. He'll fake a shot, swim move, weaving his way in. Rittinger will staple him into the corner. McDowell. He'll look across the floor, brings in a low pass to Mallory. Fake the shot into the middle, on the run, fired, hit a body. Still 10 on the shot clock. Mallory in behind the goal. Looking. Here comes a cut. And unable to accept the pass was Keenan. And it'll be a shot clock violation here on Maple Ridge this time. 7:10 to go, second period, 3-2 Burrards. And a low-scoring defensive battle here tonight in Coquitlam. It was 15-8 in the opening matchup 8 days ago. Excuse me, 6 days ago, I suppose. It was a Sunday night. Ball off a body, out of play. It'll stay with the Adnax here. Maple Ridge going 3-0 against Coquitlam a year ago. Berg, scoreless here tonight so far. He scored in both Adnac games. Their first game was against the Lakers, an 11-5 loss here on home floor. Pat O'Meara, the white leggings on here tonight. McIntyre in a spin move. Nice little flip to Dinsdale. Did well to bring in that catch and then get a pass off to Chetner. He took a hard hit to make the play, but did get the shot off. And this is this is literally the type of lacrosse here that I expect Coquitlam to play. If they want to win games here in 2019, they're going to be looking at these type of 7-6, 8-7, heck, 5-4 games here if they want to win games. Del Bianco is going to have to be, and he can totally do it. And he's showing you right now, he's allowed 3 on 26 shots, and Chiliano no slouch in the other end. Here's Hanari trying to bring in a breakaway pass. And bobbled the first attempt. He's got it on the second, but no transition opportunity. Here's Mallory, a high blast off the shoulder of Del Bianco. He just does not have a weak spot. Keenan scores! Well, took a heck of a shot from Ryan Keenan, as he got everything behind that one. And that'll feel good for the former member of the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. You heard right, no longer the Redmen. They are now known as the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. And GM Brad MacArthur shipping a number of bodies out of the Oshawa area. Zoraketti, Hosick, Shanks, Keenan, Poulin, Thompson brothers. I think there's more. And there could be more to come. Here's Keenan inside again, scores! Well, Ryan Keenan making an impact here in his Burrard debut. And nothing fancy about this one. Keenan just getting to the danger zone where you want to score goals in this sport. And if you want to score goals, you want to go to this area right there. Inside the dotted circle, middle of the floor, and trigger. 5-2 Maple Ridge. Burrard ball with 5:05 to go and maybe numbers down low here. O'Meara shooting quickly, and Del Bianco. A timely stop there for his Adnax. Two-man game near side. Lowen, feet across Mallory, looks back door. It's Chetner holding Mallory into the corner. McIntyre, good ball movement here. Riley Lowen over the shoulder and missed the goal. Ball bouncing in front. McIntyre brings it in. Still 7 on the shot clock. Loaded up. Feed to Chetner. He'll fire right on. Del Bianco, no trouble. And outlets quickly here to Alex Bowl with a one-handed stabbing catch. 4:20 to play here in the second. Berg into the middle. Bounce pass across to Farrell. Gillespie waits for the high post. Ducks low. Does Farrell gets to the top and puts it off the crossbars. It'll go skyward and then bounces out of play. It'll stay with Coquitlam. As Maple Ridge has been steering guys high, Farrell managed to get underneath. But the crossbar there to bail out Chiliano. As here's Gillespie. Feeds a pass to Farrell on a toe drag. Dishes off. Jumper. Where is it? Chiliano down. Wants a whistle. And gets it from it's Monsdale down there. Excuse me. DJ Sorry will head for the bench. Keenan, last two here for the Burrards. Here's Dinsdale. He'll pull the trigger quickly. Ball bouncing around, picked up by Keenan. Fake the pass. Here's Ryan Keenan high. This one ends up on the back netting. Mallory there to pounce on it first. Still lots of time on the shot clock here. They'll lob high for Dinsdale. Lowen. Up pick McDowell. A shot comes from Keenan. He's feeling it after scoring a couple quick ones. Now Del Bianco in a little bit of trouble here, and he don't see that very often. Threw the ball away. 3 minutes to go. McIntyre on the run. Posting up. Feet high, low, and loading up. Skipped it wide. This one will go all the way down the floor, and Chiliano quickly out once again. He's got low and near side, and he'll find Riley. In he comes. Barker joining. Riley Lowen on the run. One-handed shovel feed to Barker, and a shot clock violation on the Burrards. That's why Barker was out there. Quick whistle, and they're going to give it back to Robinson here. And I think that's the right call. Didn't really realize there was two Burrards poaching that close to the ball carrier. Crackman. Finds Berg. Westberg into the middle. He'll give it to Dixon with a hard shot. That one steered aside by Chiliano, who was stomped 26 of 28 shots fired his way. Wesley Berg one more time. Backhand feed down to Delmonico. Dropped it. Barker's got it. Looks up floor, and a lollipop feed here to Kevin Reed. Condren peels off to the bench. It's Dinsdale off first. Second man coming is Keenan. Reed will give it to Keenan, who's pressured quickly. He'll give it right back to Reed. Mallory. He's been quiet here so far. Here's Keenan, and that pass will bounce away from him. Rittinger on a one-handed Lucy. Got one man to beat here in Hanari, and he's not going to push his luck as Surrey is back as well. Spinning is Rittinger. Cutting through late is Symes, and a shovel feed towards the goal. That missed everything. And now Hanari is going to scoop up here deep in the annex zone. .108 to play here in this second period. Chetner into the middle. Here's McIntyre feed. Keenan! No, denied by Del Bianco. Mallory the loose ball, new 30 here, Maple Ridge. And we'll see when they want to shoot this ball, if they want to go 2 for 1 here. Mallory going to drive, tried to shovel one in there at the feet of Del Bianco, who made the stop, kept it out. Now Coquitlam with 44 seconds to go. Do they want to shoot quickly? Delmonico looks like he wants to. He'll load it, and he put it off the post. And now Del Bianco shouldn't control this ball here. And now the Annex will call timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. We're back in 60 seconds. right, out of the timeout here. It'll be Adnak ball, trailing 5-2, 25.7 seconds to go, shot clock off. Empty net, Berg with possession at center. Symes, Delmonico, Dixon, Farrell, Gillespie, Berg, your 6 attackers. Here for Bobby Bell, Al Truant, and Sean Springett. That would be your Adnak coaching staff, by the way. We'll just run this down. It's at 10 now. You can count down with me. 9, 8, in behind the goal, 7. Here's Gillespie feeding to Berg. He'll shoot. Scores! Wesley Berg with 3.6 seconds to go in the period beat Chiliano through the 5-hole. That's a big goal there for Coquitlam to bring him within 2. With just 3 seconds to play, so more than likely we'll head for the break here in a 2-goal lacrosse game. O'Meara. Late whistle there, late on the start of the clock, for sure. That was the longest 3 seconds ever. 5-3 Burrards lead it after 40 minutes, outshooting Coquitlam 34-29. We will take a break here on Play Full Screen, WLA-TV, and be back in 10 minutes' time with third period action. In the meantime, feel free to send me a tweet at PXP for Sports. And we'll talk to you in 10 minutes here from the Sports Center in Coquitlam. All right, lacrosse fans, welcome back inside the Coquitlam Sports and Leisure Complex. Coquitlam Rec Center, Palo Poirier, right here in Coquitlam, British Columbia, Saturday nights. Where else would you want to be? Right here, WLA-TV, Play Full Screen. Thanks for joining us. Jake Elliott with you. 5-3 Burrards to start the third period. As the teams are ready to go, blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway. As the ball squirts free towards the Burrards bench. Condren had an early stick on it. He gets another one and finds O'Meara. Protecting against Ishikawa, who just got blown up by Barker. And blow the whistle. That's a penalty right now. And I don't know why Mosdell was waiting to blow the whistle. I don't know what he's doing. Roughing will be the call on Barker as he stepped in to it was Ishikawa who got blown up. Leading point getters after the second period. Jace McIntyre with 3, a goal and 2 assists. Keenan with 2 goals. And for Coquitlam, it's not much. Everybody kind of stuck on a single with just the 3 goals. Farrell had a pass knocked down by Amir. He's done a really good job of that in his couple of games here, knocking passes down. It's an art form on defense, and Amir very good at it. 3 to go on the shot clock, and long wingspan helps, no question about it. Good save there from Chiliano. Barker with 1:25 to go in the penalty time. Thanks for the texts and messages and what have you coming in the intermission. It's much appreciated. Keenan on a drive. Didn't miss by much as he was aggressive to the rack there, shorthanded. Keep them coming at PXP, the number 4 Sports. That's where you can get at me. If you don't know that by now, well, you're not listening to enough lacrosse games, I suppose. As I enter year number 19 calling WA lacrosse games, believe it or not. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe. 19 years. The things I've seen. Here's Kirkovich, pass off. O'Meara, stop there from Del Bianco. As he keeps this a 2-goal lead here for the Maple Ridge Burrards. And still time to work with here on the man advantage. Farrell over the shoulder. And Gillespie just lackadaisical, wasn't ready for it. And dropped it as it rolled into the crease as Brett Craig will clear the zone. I think Craig's taken a couple of inches off that flow out the back of the helmet there. Trimmed it up for 2019. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Barker up and standing. He'll step back on. Yes, here's Marty Dinsdale working with Mallory. 3 on the shot clock. Got to make something happen quickly. Dinsdale with 2. And he's going to run out. But Burrards kill it off. They remain up 2. As on comes Carter Dixon. As apparently Coquitlam wanted to wear their whites at home here tonight. But couldn't find the 55 jersey in white for some reason. Things I'm hearing. So they went with the retros here tonight. Once again. Which, I gotta say, as far as jerseys go, a little left to be desired. Much prefer the purples. And of course, the Burrards have some beauties. And no thanks to my good friends at Extreme Threads. I believe are responsible for both these kits here for Coquitlam and Maple Ridge. I don't know if you call them kits in lacrosse, but give me a better word and I'll use it. I was not talking just the jerseys. I'm talking shorts too. Berg, Farrell, 12 on the shot clock, and Farrell double clutched on it. Kirkovich aggressive, as always. Former captain here in Coquitlam. Berg, bounce shot, junior that is. Shot clock going to expire here on the annex. Four minutes gone here in period 3. That's 16 minutes remaining for you math nerds out there. Keenan, swing it. Chetner, pull the trigger. Del Bianco stop. Ishikawa back out there after that hit from Barker. That's good to see. And they almost lost his footing again. But a good run from the Evolve BC coach, Ryan Ishikawa. And probably the best shape I've ever seen Ish as well. There's Delmonico on a toe drag around Tebbett. Loads up the shot, fires in there and missed everything. As this will be another shot clock violation here on Coquitlam. As the shots now read 37-31 Burrards. As we're stuck on 5-3 here. As my man Georgie Morneau by with the 50-50 number. I usually have my best success in Coquitlam and Maple Ridge when it comes to the 50-50, but not tonight. Not tonight. McIntyre. Suber. Bounce, and that hit Badur on the way in. McIntyre, another chance. Scores! Little fake to the far side, and then pumped it right into the short side past Del Bianco to make it 6-3. As McIntyre just never gave up on the play. Took the high pass. Here's the original shot. That one didn't get through, but McIntyre, a timely cut. And then the hard fake. Opened up Del Bianco. And it's a 3-goal lead, which seems a lot bigger than 3 the way this game has gone here tonight. As O'Meara and Berg converse deep in the Burrard zone. Ryan Keenan back on. He'll run a little hidden ball trick. Del Bianco, he found it. As Mallory was playing possum. Now Keenan with 15 on the shot clock. Surveys the floor. Drives underneath. Keenan a bounce shot to the short side, and he scores for his hat-trick goal. Ryan Keenan, welcome to the Burrards. 3 goals in his first game in Burrard Blue. See it there one more time. Yeah, 4-goal lead here for Maple Ridge at 7-3. As the next goal in this game becomes a biggie. Barker, a loose ball. Shoved down from behind. Probably could have been a call there, but wasn't. And Coquitlam comes up with possession. I believe Mallory and Chetner picking up the assist on the goal from Keenan. Here's Berg on a sub shot, a stick save from Chiliano. And a bounce pass ahead to Kirkovich with matching socks to go along with that Burrard jersey. Like it. There's Mallory going with the no sock look. I don't mind that look either. Chetner dropped the pass. We'll find one down the boards. Port Midi bounce pass to Lowen on a pirouette. Feet inside. Mallory holding on. Won't pull the trigger. Bad angle with 2 on the shot clock and won't force the issue. 13 and a half minutes to go here in this third period. And the Birds lead it by 4. They will take on the Burnaby Lakers tomorrow night, who are out to a 3-0 start. Or the Swamp Monsters. As Kevin Reed absolutely working over Brett Kajula right now. And what has made that 3-0 start for Burnaby even more impressive, as they've done it without the likes of Eli McLaughlin, who will most likely be right in the top 2 in scoring along with Robert Church. But they've won all 3 of their games on the road. Here in Coquitlam, then Langley, and then Friday night in Victoria. That would be last night with a win over the Shamrocks. And then we'll play their 4th game in 8 days, as they'll take on the Burrards tomorrow night. Tough schedule to start for the Lakers. All 4 games coming on the road to start their year, and they're 3-0 with Game 4 coming tomorrow night against these Burrards, who will obviously be playing on a back-to-back after finishing up here tonight. Burnaby with the day off in between as they played in Victoria. But you can get yourself in a real nice rhythm when you're playing every second night. Mind you, a trip to the island will take a little bit out of your sails, but see how both teams respond tomorrow night. Should this scoreline hold up, it will be the marquee matchup of week number 2 with both teams 3-0. Should this scoreline hold up, as I say. Connor Abrams on the break. I will have that call for you, by the way, tomorrow night from Cam Neely Arena. Fabulous Cam Neely Arena. 6:45 start time here on WLA-TV. Don't forget to check the website, WLAlacrosse.com, as Dinsdale denied by Del Bianco. Quick outlet here to Bador. It's 2-on-2. Here comes the trailer. It's Farrell. Bador, I don't think, realizes he's coming, as he had the blinders on going to goal from the get-go. Kirkovich plays back for Reed. Hard hit along the glass. .645 tomorrow from Maple Ridge. Lakers, Burrards. Look forward to that one. McIntyre. Over the top he comes with a whip. Here's Keenan looking for 4, and Del Bianco chicken winged it and kept it out. Well, it wasn't the greatest start to this game for Ryan Keenan. A couple sloppy turnovers and looking a little out of sorts, but the back half of this game, Ryan Keenan has looked real good here for the Burrards, who have always kind of needed that one extra lefty to go along with Lowen and Taylor. And now Maple Ridge has 2 of them in Keenan and Jeff Shatler when he gets into the Burrard lineup. You think about that offense. Shatler, Keenan, Dixon, McIntosh, Mallory, Dinsdale, Taylor. That is a potent offense. Listen to the names I just rattled off there. The team's going to score some goals now. You're going to have to sit somebody on any given night. Like I said, McIntosh should only be scheduled to play about 4 games here and qualify. So here's Kevin Reed up ahead of the play. Hanari on the trail. Reed stopped by Del Bianco. And he looks at Reed and says, "You are not scoring on me." I literally believe that is what Christian Del Bianco just said to Kevin Reed. A lot of people may score a goal, but you're not going to be one of them. Mallory, he says, "I'll do it." I honestly don't know if that's what Christian said or not, but he looked right at Reed and shook his head after stoning him on the breakaway and was like, "No, not happening." And then Mallory following up here. Nothing fancy, just got a screen, got a shot, got a goal. And it's 8-3 Burrards with 9:40 to go here in the third. And Coquitlam is they're just going to struggle to score goals. They just do not have a lot of firepower up front. And you look at their first 3 contests here. A 5-goal effort against Burnaby. They mustered 8 against Maple Ridge last Sunday. And with just under half a period here to go in the third, they're stuck on 3. And missing a couple bodies, granted, but pretty much every team is missing a couple bodies. Reset on the shot clock here for Symes. Into the middle. He's a good shooter on the run. Doesn't pull the trigger that time. Farrell off the wall. Down low. Lob high. Delmonico quick pass. Berg. Ouch. As Barker knew the shot was coming and almost went into the street hockey goalie style there. As I think he's hearing it from his head coach a little bit after that defensive posture. Keenan, corner feed. Back it comes. Off his stick. Bador with it. Drags it into his own crease. Del Bianco will just serve it into the corner. And Bador there to pick it up again. Lost the handle. Lowen couldn't snare it. Bador, let's try it a third time, shall we? As he fires up the center for Carter Dixon. At one time, Coquitlam was leading the shot totals early in this game. Not so anymore. 47-33, a bouncer to the short side missing. And into the Burrard bench it goes. 47-33, your shots on goal now. As we go under the 8-minute mark here in the third. Keenan got a step. Still Keenan shitting. And Del Bianco with a late elbow stop and then makes another one off a low and down low. He's got Gillis on the breakup. Trailer, Crackman, Berg open. Up picks Symes, gives him the high seal. Berg feed down to the crease, and Crackman on a quick stick missed everything and put it out of play. Back on comes the Burrard offense with the 5-goal lead here as they go righty strong. Mallory into the middle. Keenan looking to feed. Check it. That was Chitner over there. Quick show and go. There's Lowen. Or is it McDowell, excuse me. That is Mitchell McDowell down there. My apologies. Nice move from Mitchie. We'll get another look at it here. Just pulled the string on his defender. Took the corner feed. And then got underneath right there. And then a nice reach to Barry. And that makes it 9-3. So 7 minutes to play, 9-3 Maple Ridge as they extend the lead here. It was 2-1 after 2. 5-3 after 2. Did I say 2-1 after 2? 2-1 after 1, 5-3 after 2. 9-3 now as in comes Barker on a 3-on-2, and he'll shoot off the post. It slipped as he lost the loose ball. Lowen, Mallory, Keenan, Dinsdale, late man coming, Jean-Luc Chetner. Here's Mike Mallory, right on. Del Bianco the save. Loose ball, Coquitlam. Up ahead is Connor Abrams. Brings in the feed. Abrams, and he bounced it off the toe of Chiliano, who has not been tested much here in the back half of this game, but when he has been, he's made the stops. Standing tall. And usually when Frankie gets himself in trouble, it's because he starts dropping down a little early. And he usually starts to do that after he's given up a few. But he's only given up 3, and he's stayed within himself here and can't play much better. Into the middle. Chetner on the spin away from Daly. McDowell, McIntyre powers his way inside, and what a stop there for Christian as he got the stick side elbow up in time to take one away from McIntyre. Bador quickly to Kajula, but had to chase that loose ball into the corner. Now Delmonico. Late man Symes, quick feed Dixon, 10 on the shot clock. Dixon. Delmonico denied. And Chiliano's got the loose ball. Under 5 we go. There's the Burrards. 4.5 minutes away from being 3-0. Which I don't think is a huge surprise to many. I think the 3-0 Lakers will be a much more surprising record. There's a penalty call coming here. But I think maybe what has been the most surprising to start the WLA is the start of the Victoria Shamrocks. As it should be noted, all fans may not know, New West playing an illegal player in Cam Garland, who is an Ontario transfer, and you cannot play up when you come from Ontario as a transfer. Played against the Nanaimo Timbermen in a game that New West won by a goal. We'll have those 2 points stripped away and awarded to the Timbermen for the Bellies using an illegal player. As we got some pushing and shoving here, look out. Helmets come off. Ishikawa and Mallory are going to go at it, and Ishikawa's helmet is off early here. Now it comes off, and Mallory and Ishikawa are going to have a dance. In tight, Mallory got the jersey over Ishikawa here, who might be in trouble. Oh, an uppercut, 1, 2, 3. Give him another, and give the decision to Mike Mallory. As see if we can get that one for you one more time. Watch once he gets the jersey here. The first uppercut lands stiff. Ooh. And then gets 2 or 3 more in. From the game, Ishikawa. As both will be shown the exit. One more time, why not? Well, I'll say this about Mike Mallory. You know, early in his career, I think the mark on him was perimeter player. Didn't really like the rough stuff. Kind of went away when it was crunch time, playoff time. The Mike Mallory I've seen over the last couple of years, it's not the Mike Mallory that came into this league. I think he's kind of matured both mentally and physically and is now going into the areas. He's paying the price. He's not shying away from anything, and he's a good example of it right there. It was 9-3 in this game. He'd been taking some stick work and finally said enough's enough and stood up for himself and had a go with Ishikawa, who was ready to answer the bell, as he should be. But I think Mike Mallory has taken his game to a place where it's never gone before. He's always had the talent, but now I think playing with a little more grit, a little more determination. And for my money, he's probably one of the best players not in the NLL. I think some GMs are going to come knocking come free agency time to number 8 here in Burrard Blue. And right-handed offense, probably the most difficult spot to crack in the NLL. There's just so much talent. But Mallory's had a couple of quick looks. I can't quite remember. Took a bad hit in Colorado into the boards. I think that caused a pretty serious concussion. That was kind of the end of his time with the Mammoth and hasn't been back since. But if he continues to play like this summer, I think he finds himself a coveted man come next year. And Shoney can handle himself with the gloves off as well. So, with all that now, it's make it a 5-on-3 here for Maple Ridge. McIntyre scores. No, they wave it off in the crease. As you got Ishikawa up with 2 minutes, Abrams was already in there. As Mallory and Ishikawa's nights are over. And this is essentially a 2-man advantage here for the next minute and 20. Lowen to Dinsdale. McIntyre, backdoor. Lowen can pull the trigger. Feeds Dinsdale. Hard shot there. Hit a body. As Rittinger, wearing 45, goes for a run. McIntyre slowing him down. And good stick check at center to knock it loose. Rittinger gets inside the zone here. But left the stick dangling out once again and lost the handle. Next Saturday, June 8th, here against the Burnaby Lakers will be the next game. And I believe my man Brad Challoner will have the call on that one, as I think I have duties at the LEC for an Nanaimo-Langley affair. I have to check my schedule as McIntyre. Barry's on the man advantage. And it's 10-3 Burrards. Not sure what the significance of the Sesame Street theme song is, but I digress. Nanaimo starting out with an 11-6 victory over the Shamrocks as they get all the way back to the Shamrocks here. Then 6-4 Langley beating them before the Lakers hand them their third straight loss, 12-7. So with all that talent on that Shamrocks roster out of the gates at 3-0, but there's just too much talent on that Shamrock roster to not get things turned around sooner than later. But it is going to be, there's Shaggy. Oh, Shag one time getting around here from the fence in Coquitlam. Well done, Shaggy. The guy's like 63 years old, believe it or not. Incredible. But it's going to be a fun summer here in the WLA. If the first couple of weeks are any indication on what to expect this year. .235 to play now as a battle for the loose ball in this near side corner. Ball goes skyward and out of play. And I think it's going to be Burrard ball here. Still with a man advantage for 25 seconds as Crackman serves the penalty for Ishikawa. Almost a turnover there with 10 on the shot clock. So indeed, it is a 5 o'clock start for the Timbermen and Thunder on Saturday. So I will be at the Langley Event Center for that. Brad will have the call here for Burnaby Coquitlam. I might come join and maybe do some color with my man Bradley, just for fun. Because I'm sure I won't be doing anything after I finish that game in Langley. Come watch some more lacrosse here in Coquitlam. Upcoming schedule as we wind our way down here. I mentioned Burnaby Maple Ridge tomorrow night, 6:45. Then Week 3 gets going Wednesday in Langley, Bellies and Thunder from the LEC. Thursday sees 2 games, the Island Derby. Victoria up the Malahat to Nanaimo. Coquitlam will take on New Westminster. Friday, Burrards into Burnaby to take on the Lakers. Those 2 Saturday games I mentioned, Nanaimo, Langley, Burnaby, Coquitlam, before the week rounds out with Victoria visiting Maple Ridge. Note the start time in that one, June 9th, 6 p.m. start from Planet Ice for the visiting Victoria Shamrocks. You want to stay up to date with all the stats, scores, schedule, and more? Visit WLAlacrosse.com. Or on their social media channels as well. They're easy to find. Just put in WLA Lacrosse and should pop right up for you. Into the final minute we go. Make it 45 seconds. As the Burrards will go away winning this one in convincing fashion. As they outshoot Coquitlam 58-37. And lead by 7, 10-3 as we enter the final 30 seconds. O'Meara off the stick of Del Bianco. Loose ball for Goodman. Couldn't corral. As Craig had a swipe at it. Gives Goodman a bump. And it'll be a Coquitlam ball with 15 to go. They will not force the issue here. As the Adnac faithful will go home unhappy. And the Burrards and Lakers will meet tomorrow night for a battle of 2 3-0 teams. We'll look forward to that one from Planet Ice tomorrow at 6:45. Try and get you the 3 stars before we get you on your way here tonight. Or I suppose I could just pick them for you. I'm going to name Frank Sciliano second star. He only faced 37 shots, but he stopped 34 of them. I'll give Ryan Keenan first star as he puts up 5 points in his debut. And I'll give Chase McIntyre third star as he also scores 5 in a winning effort. Clean sweep for your 3 stars for the Burrards. Keenan, Sciliano, McIntyre. Your 3 stars, your final score 10-3 Maple Ridge.